Okay, so this is Ydaddy, and today we are going to talk about sleep. And if you're like me and you're kind of a night owl and you like to stay up, watch your movies, play your video games or whatever, probably the biggest adjustment for me as a father was having to deal with just rest-related issues. In this video I recorded 2 nights ago, I went through a pretty mild bedtime routine, and by mild I mean he had a good night. You can see right here that we're putting Eucerin on his legs, or maybe it's some cortisone. He gets a little bit of eczema on his shins. There's mommy, and sometimes he gets a little bit on his cheeks, and you can see he's a little bit bouncy. He's frowning a little bit. You can see there's a little bit of light still coming through the window. It's about 7:30, probably maybe 8 o'clock, and he's stripped down. And we're getting him ready for bed. And it's quite an ordeal. Now we do the attachment parenting, so we don't really just put him down and let him cry. We're slowly letting him work it out on his own, but we've never been one to let him work it out. So he needs to be parented to sleep, and that's all right. But like I said, it's something that you gotta kind of be prepared to give a big portion of your evening over to your child. Dressing him, there's the Respy Sense that I'm putting on as part of his dressing ritual, and the Respy Sense is this crazy UK breathing monitor that my wife got to, I think she mostly got it to satisfy her own paranoia, but it attaches to his diaper and it makes sure that he's breathing. Otherwise it buzzes and squeals and squawks and whatnot, and wakes him up and wakes us up. And he's got his little nighttime stuff there, and we're getting him all set up, which can be quite an ordeal, man. It's something else. I mean, turn the fan on. He's like an old person already. The babies and old people are a lot alike. My grandmother always had to have a fan on. And now I'm used to it, so I can see why, by the time you're middle age, you have to have a fan to sleep. My dad always did. The white noise apparently helps the babies. So we have the fan on there, and you saw there was a little noisemaker earlier. Part of our routine lately has been this. We pace. Me and Kev just kind of pace back and forth for a while, and then mommy nurses right after that. Oops, gotta get out of there. No boobs for the camera. And that's the kind of the time where I have to disappear, otherwise I'll just distract him and kind of mostly Jess puts him down. But it's a good time to get about 20 minutes of video gaming in. I don't know how Yumi and Dupree got in there. I swear to God, I've never watched that. Went for a little Xbox tonight. Geometry Wars 2 Evolved is awesome. If you've got better than 20 million on anything, give me an email because I'll own you. I'm only good at pacifism. And then here I basically blow it in about 20 seconds trying to play one-handed and use the camcorder. Here it goes. Boom. That's it. Fun game though. Definitely check that one out if you got it on Xbox 360. And here's 917. And he's up again. He wasn't agreeing with it. Sometimes, babies are weird. They get on a pretty good set schedule. And, at first it can be kind of frustrating. You settle in, you get yourself a glass of milk and some graham crackers, and you're gonna, watch Batman or something. Peruse Comedy Central. Maybe a little Micro, Dirty Jobs, who knows. But your kid might, be like 9. I'm not, ready for you. This is my first wake up in the middle of the night. I think I only had 2 this night. About 2:45, that's pretty typical for him. Say he went to bed right after we saw him earlier, 9:30, and here's me looking very dapper. Notice that bed head from our first video? It's back. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, I'm looking pretty miserable here. But I'm used to it. I kind of spring right up. I let Jess is a little bit of a deeper sleeper than me, so she sleeps. I'll get him, kind of bounce him a little bit, see if I can get him to calm down. Usually he needs to be nursed at night still, so that's, kind of a problem still a little bit. I can't parent him that well to bed at night. Nighttime wakings can be pretty frustrating. You gotta kind of give your life over to your kid, and you'll learn that more and more, is that your identity shifts from being, in my case, Adam, to being Kevin's dad. Here's my morning wake up. He slept really good. Normally he'll get up 2 or 3 times, 4 times sometimes. This was Probably 6:30 we'll get the camera shot here. I spring to life. 7 o'clock. So I need to get up for work anyway at this point. And dads, you really should do the getting up and getting, even if she's breastfeeding and needs to be fed at night when he's little. I mean, I learned more and more that, you got to help out, because otherwise, your wife's not going to be getting a lot of sleep, especially when they're really little. 9 months now, you get up for 10 minutes a couple times. Some nights he sleeps all the way through, it's pretty much cake at this point. I know my butt looks fantastic in those boxers. Look at that, incredibly flat stomach there. And there's me and Kevin in the morning. You can see he looks a little more wide-eyed than he did about 10 seconds ago in the video. This is 4 hours later. He's rested. I mean, he's ready to be up at 6 o'clock. And you got to be ready to play, man, because they're pumped at that point. Here he's actually nursing. Just changed a diaper. Gonna throw that out for Jess. She'll lay there in bed with him and give him a nurse. But, after he nurses for about 20 minutes, sometimes he'll nap for maybe 40 minutes or an hour. You might get him up at 8, and then you got to be ready to rock, because they're going to have their most energy after this little cat nap right here. Get up, fresh diaper, get a little nurse in. See, it's been 30 minutes almost, and he's pretty much ready to party. So if you're not a morning person, you have to learn to enjoy, your crawling, giggling, playing 9-month-old at, 7 or 8:30 in the morning. Now, this is a weekday here, but even on the weekend, you're going to get them in the best mood, wanting to do the most stuff at that time. They're just totally recharged, It's like when you're a kid and you had one of those RC cars, and you'd first get the thing charged up, man, and like those first few minutes, it just it would take off and pop wheelie the second you push the sticks forward. It would just rock. Can't be afraid of being part of the sleep routine, It's it's not like college, pass out, or when you're a kid, sleep in all day on Saturday. It's just, you learn why your parents were always so tired. 6 hours of sleep's good for a dad, but it's well worth it if you can have a happy little guy and maybe wreck someone's high score geometry wars while he's sleeping. We'll see you guys next time.